pizza guy.
You're not pizza. Who are you guys?
Road trips. Today on Road Trips, we check out one of the last living towns of the Old West, Shaniko, Oregon. Vehicle for this episode, 1984 Buick Regal Limited. And cast for this edition, myself, Todd Hilton. And rejoining us for the third season is Mr. Kevin Thornton. The maps are out and the camera's rolling, so now, let's hit the road. Hello everyone, and welcome to this edition of Nowhere Videos Road Trips. I'm Todd Hilton, and joining me, we're welcoming back to our third season, Mr. Kevin Thornton.
Hi everybody.
Hopefully we're going to be showing you some ghost towns here. We're currently in Central Oregon. We're going to be starting our trip from the town of Madras, which we're in. Madras.
Big bustling city of Madras.
We got what, like 5,000 people here? Something.
It's just a town.
It's just a town.
Just a town.
We're starting here next to the Chamber of Commerce, which unfortunately is closed.
Yes.
So if you want any information on ghost towns or any other local tourist attractions here, don't come on Saturday.
Right, because they're closed.
They will be closed. Actually, we were able to grab a few pieces of information they had just in they had a small open lobby area where we got ourselves a new Oregon map and a couple other booklets there had some information on it.
Yeah.
And
not much, but it was enough to get us hopefully where we're gonna go.
Yeah, we're gonna be taking a look at least one, if not several ghost towns, see what we can find. Our first stop is going to be, I believe the town is called Shaniko.
Shaniko.
We're going to take a look at that. That's actually one I've seen pictures of, and it looks pretty interesting. This is the type of country out here where you get up in the hills there, and it's just real dry, and
it's out in the middle of nowhere.
Absolutely nowhere.
That's why we call it Nowhere Video.
That's what. So we're going to be taking a look at that and anything else we can show you along the way. And that's about it. So
we might see lots of cows and maybe an antelope or two.
Antelope?
Yeah.
And some cows.
And cows. And
so right about now we're going to get going. We're going to be heading
north on the Highway 97.
That way.
No, that way.
Well, there to get out to the road and then back behind the camera there.
Technicalities. We're going that way.
Okay, that way. That would be north on 97.
97.
Okay.
97. We'll show you a map of where we're going to go here in just a little bit and where we're at, and you can just follow right along on your map with us.
Okay. So why don't we hop in the car and get going?
Here we go.
Okay, folks, we're off. Starting here in Madras. We're heading, north?
Well, we're going to actually head north and east.
North and east, okay.
North and east.
And this would be Highway 97, or is this 26?
We're on 26 right now.
Okay.
But we're going to take a turn up here. I'm not sure what the highway is. You need that next lane over there.
Next lane over. So we're going to, switch lanes. Okay.
We're going to take, I guess we're going to stay on 97 when we take the turnoff up here.
Oh, right, because, otherwise we end up going to Portland, and there's just not a lot of ghost towns in Portland.
Well, they're just, not a lot in Portland except Portland people.
Nothing we want to see anyway.
Turn here. So,
what if I won't want to? Okay, fine, miss the exit, see if I can.
Okay, so we're going to our first ghost town stop is going to be Shaniko.
Shaniko. Yeah. Now that's actually a town that I learned about a few years back. I have a book at home called Totally Oregon, and it's got a section on ghost towns. and that was one of the ones featured where they had 2 or 3 photographs of it. Looks really interesting. I mean, this is old school stuff.
Shaniko is kind of like a hub stop between like Bend and Pendleton, and it used to be like just a layover stop where the wagon trains would stop for the night, or resupply before moving on to Pendleton.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So it's up here quite a ways, but they said at one time the old wagon trail that they used was actually over 300 feet wide.
Really?
And the ruts were 2 to 3 feet deep at one time.
Wow. I like to see those. We tried to when Holly and I went to the Oregon Trail Center. And yeah, I was gonna say something there. I was gonna
the reason we're making faces right now is because we are following behind a cattle truck up here, and it is like dripping green stuff onto the road, and it is like extremely gross and extremely smelly. But we're gonna
be showing that in this trip. But
well, we could if they wanted us to. But
yeah, if you really wanted us.
Right, we're gonna choose not to. We're gonna try and get past the smelly truck.
Right. Because we do have a lot more interesting things to look at today.
Yeah. Much more interesting things.
Much more interesting?
I said much more interesting. And a bunch more.
Do you smell that?
Good. God! Look at it. It's leaving a green trail of cow dung. Just... Ooh.
Okay.
Don't get too close, man. You can get it all over us. Hurry up. Just hammer this sucker.
As we were saying, they're going to be taking a look at Shaniko, and that's one that I've seen some photographs of. One of the featured ones was of it's a schoolhouse, and it's got like an octagon-shaped dome there at the top.
Yeah, I've been to Shaniko recently. Was just over here just a few months ago. We stopped in Shaniko and drove around and looked at some of the old buildings and all that, but we never got a chance to take any pictures or actually get out of the car and look.
Yeah.
But it is.
We're definitely going to do that here.
Oh yeah. Cows. Newport trip.
Yep. That was a fun trip. Actually, I don't know if you see more cows here than at along the coast or not, but there's quite a few here.
Well, the difference is the cattle over on the coast are mainly milk cows, whereas these over here are beef cows.
Okay, so this is where you get your ground cow.
Well, yeah, Les Schwab owns half this country over here, and as far as Crook County, he owns like 3/4 of it, I think, or something like that. But yeah, Les Schwab is not only one of the major tire dealers in Oregon, but he's also one of the largest ranchers in Central Oregon too.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. That's why he gives away free beef every year, because he can afford to. No, Les Schwab actually got started back in the 1940s or 50s or something like that. He was a rancher here in Central Oregon, and he had a flat tire on his tractor, and the only place to go get it fixed was like over in Bend, and you had to drive all the way over, take your tire over there, and he got disgusted with that, so he decided to start his own tire place, and so he went and bought a whole bunch of spare tires, and then went out and started servicing these tractors around Crook County, and eventually it turned into the giant tire maker or tire dealership that he is.
Yeah, because from what I've heard, Les Schwab, the company, does not actually manufacture tires.
No, they do recap tires, but they don't actually manufacture tires. They buy them
they're just a dealer, basically.
Yeah, more or less. But they do
dealer and service center.
Right, but they do take the tires in and they'll take them and retread them, which is called recapping,
right,
and things like that.
That's what Kevin and I were talking earlier. This is big country out here. everything's just huge out here.
That's why I moved over here. I love it. I never did think I'd like living in a high desert atmosphere like this, but I moved over here and it's just absolutely gorgeous and better than the Northwest Oregon any day. You got so much wildlife here. You can just drive out in any direction and see deer or antelope or elk or cougar or whatever. And it's just totally awesome country.
Oh yeah, I mean it's like, this looks more like maybe you were in California or something like that, or it's still green, that most of us here identify as Oregon, being green and all.
But you got your lush valleys like we got coming up right here,
right.
And just about every valley is irrigated and got just grass and cows and sheep and everything.
Here in Eastern Oregon, I mean, this is where you get your farming and just like growing wheat and stuff like that. A lot of it for the state and probably then some, comes from this part of the country.
Oh yeah.
Especially where cows are concerned.
Cows.
You know what cows say? It's kind of a must, you just have to do it.
Yeah.
I suppose it takes some getting used to the weather over here, because the temperatures are a lot more extreme than they are in Columbia County.
Yeah, but they're a lot.
The winters are cold and the summers are hot,
Yeah, but they're a lot easier to deal with. The hot over here isn't like the hot in St. Helens, where it's all muggy and all that.
Yeah.
This is a dry heat over here, and it's a lot more tolerable.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's one thing. I mean, humidity will get you. That's for sure.
Humidity will get you if you don't watch out.
Okay. While we've been blabbing here, do we have a clue where we're at?
We're on Highway 97 in between here and there.
Okay, so this is 97.
Yeah, we're in between Madras and Shaniko.
Okay then. You ever notice you get out in the middle of what you think is nowhere and you see the huge power poles there and the towers and stuff? You never see those like just in the forest. It's like always out in the...
Yeah, but you're still in the middle of nowhere.
And you're still in the middle of nowhere, yeah. Trees are kind of sparse out here. It's mostly like you get your junipers and your sagebrush and stuff like that.
Yeah, unless you get up into the Ochocos, then you got your big tall pine trees and more of a forest type setting.
Yeah. Tell you what though, awesome day for a drive.
Awesome day.
Couldn't ask for better. And at least while we're moving, the heat's not so bad. I don't know, it's probably, would you think it was 90 or higher?
Right now?
Yeah.
Oh no, heck, it's only about 85, about 80.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not that hot yet.
It's still comfortable. Because I'm not one that likes heat very much.
No, but
we're getting about above 80 and I'm cooking.
Yes, but we did remember to bring our shorts and some towels because it's supposed to be cooking today, and we're going to find some place and we're going to jump in it.
That'd be nice.
Preferably with water.
Right, because we don't want to get into
want some kind of liquid in it of some kind. Besides a sludge pile or something like that.
I mean, if all those fails, I guess we can find, see if we can find a toxic waste dump or something. I don't know. At least that'd be wet. Check this out, man. Look at this view.
It's awesome. Awesome, awesome.
As soon as we figure out just exactly where we're at, we'll go to our map there.
Hey, you remember when we went down to Reno, me, you, and Mark, and we stopped off at the Mustang Ranch?
Yeah.
Well, right over here they got the sheep ranch.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
The same kind of deal?
No, it's just a sheep ranch.
It's just... It sounds like fun.
Hey, here's Willowdale.
Willowdale? Now, is this actually a town, or is this is it?
I think that this is it.
Okay.
So don't blink.
Oh, but they do have a rest stop coming up, though.
In 6 miles.
Yeah. It must be one of those large ones that's the rest stop is so big, they call it a town.
Been there, done that.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're approaching a mileage sign here. Not that it's going to help, but it'll at least identify where the hell we're at.
It says we're going north on 97, and we're 30 miles from Maupin and 75 miles from the Dalles.
Okay.
As if that tells us anything.
Well, it's worth a shot here. Let's go to the map.
Yeah. Okay. There it is.
We are right about here.
Yep.
This is our best guess of where we're at. Still heading north. And hopefully soon there we'll find our first stop.
I hope so. We're just kind of doing this all by ear right now, and just going. Okay. We know where Shaniko is, so we're gonna go there
got a map.
And maybe when we get there, we'll find information on other ghost towns that we can go to today too.
Yeah, because actually, from what you were saying, Shaniko, there's people who live there. We must be getting somewhere here. We're like driving through the hills now, where before it was just kind of flat land.
Yeah, well, we're gonna go up this hill here, for a few miles, and then Shaniko is like probably about another 10 miles on the other side of that. So we're not
bad.
No, we're not too far away at all. If you look up here in the hills, you might be able to see some wildlife. Look at this! Oh man, massive cow diarrhea dung crap. Look at this! And it stinks!
Oh man. Looks like we're starting to approach somewhat civilization. Maybe it's just that rest area.
Yeah, it's just a rest area. Believe me, we're still out in the middle of nowhere. And there's nothing for miles around.
Yeah?
There's just nothing. Can you imagine, back in the 1800s when you had to do this by wagon train, could you imagine, what it must have looked like? Well, yeah, you can imagine, because it's just like what it is now. Nothing.
Oh yeah, I mean this area has not changed all that much in the last 100 years.
No, they just put up some fences, power lines, and a couple roads.
Yeah, put a road through it.
A road runs through it.
Something like that. That's about it. A few road signs.
Great view at Mount.
I was just gonna say,
I think that's Jeff. No, that's Hood. Jefferson's right over there.
Right on. It's not even a perfectly clear day, and actually that's probably good. If it was, it'd be hotter.
Yeah.
So yeah, this is a real good day for a road trip.
And you notice once we got up here on top of the hill, it kind of cooled off a little bit.
It did. Oh yeah, big time.
We got a turn coming up here, and I'm not sure which way we're gonna go. I can just follow the signs to Shaniko.
So what you mean to say is,
yeah, turn here, somewhere.
Turn back there.
I think we want to stay on 97 this way, okay. And 197 goes that way. So stay here.
Are there going to be any signs to this place or what?
No, just stay right. Just keep going.
We might have to look at our map too, because I don't know off the top of my head here.
No, we're coming into Shaniko here in just a minute.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we're almost there. Another mile or two, or a couple miles, or something like that.
I didn't know we were that close. All right. Let's go to the map.
Okay.
Here we are. We're 12 miles from Shaniko.
Yeah, here's the intersection we just went by of 197 and 97. And
next up there. We're still on 97.
Right. Well, you can see we're just 12 miles from Shaniko.
Right on, man.
And now, if you were traveling by wagon train, 12 miles would have been up to half a day.
Would it take that long?
Oh, yeah.
Take you like, what, 6 hours, 8 hours to go 12 miles?
Yeah, it might. It all depends on the terrain.
Yeah.
Well, this terrain here, you could probably make it in about 4 hours.
Here's another thing when you're getting into the hotter part of the state here. You look ahead and it looks like these trucks are driving through water.
Yeah, just hope none of them ain't hauling cattle. Oh, those were Swift trucks. You know what Swift stands for, don't you?
What?
Sure wished I finished training.
You've got like one of those for just about every major trunking company, don't you?
Oh yeah, CR England was Crash and Roll Express. CRE is what we call Crash and Roll Express. That's the one I worked for, but I never crashed and rolled.
Yeah.
That's what happens when you put a rookie truck driver in a truck that's never driven before. Takes them 25-mile-an-hour corners at 50.
Yeah, and you end up in a trailer park.
And that was not my fault. That was not my fault. The dispatcher told me to take a left.
Well, no, he led you to the wrong exit. There was like an A and a B.
Yeah. He said B and it was supposed to be A. It was funny when I pulled into that trailer court. As soon as I rounded the corner, I knew I was done screwed. So I pulled up in there anyways. I stopped. I set the air brakes. I'm sitting there going, my God, what have I done? Now I got to back out and try. Well, this kid, this like 10-year-old kid, he comes riding up on his bike, and he looks up at me and says, "You screwed up, didn't you?" Then I was like, "Yeah, shut up and go on, kid."
Check this out, man. Now it's like total, almost complete flatland in here. It's just miles and miles.
There's an antelope right there. Three of them. Oh man, what a rack on him. There are 3 of them. Antelope right off the side of the road.
Oh yeah, out here you could see, like you said, you see the wildlife just out in the open, and they could be 500 yards away and you'd see them.
Oh yeah, they could be right next to the side of the road and you could still miss them too.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's just an abundance of wildlife over here, especially out. You get out into this area out here where there aren't no trees or nothing like that. That's where all the antelope like to hang out. Man, you just see thousands of antelope out here.
Yeah.
Except when it comes down to hunting season, then you can't see one of them.
People actually hunt antelope?
Oh yes, antelope is excellent meat, better than beef.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Now what? I can't remember what family is the antelope in? Isn't it like deer type family?
Yeah, it's kind of like a deer or something like that.
Bizarre, man. I mean, you look out across the land there, and like all the fences just stick out like sore thumbs, man.
Yeah, but it's absolutely gorgeous out here. I like this, this high desert, like like what we're in right now, where there's no trees and all that. It's so awesome just to look out there and see nothing for miles.
Really makes for an awesome drive, actually.
Yes, it does. Heck, with a ghost town, I say we just keep driving.
Yeah, I mean, traffic is like almost non-existent.
Oh, don't mean to interrupt, but we got a mountain identifier up here a quarter mile.
Did you ever see one of my old Nowhere video title screens?
No.
It's me standing in front of a sign that says mountain identifier.
Now, what the hell is a mountain identifier? What is it? It just says mountain identifier.
Usually there's a little plaque or something, or something like a rock with a plaque or something that says, like, it points to a mountain that says what mountain it is.
I see.
That's really all it is. But yeah, one of the original Nowhere video title screens that I used. In fact, you'd see it in my older productions, in the early 90s productions. It's just me standing in front of that sign, and I'm going like this, like I'm studying it.
Yeah,
it's kind of stupid, but
oh, we could do that with a mile mark. So what the heck?
Is it mile 60? What's that supposed to mean?
Okay, and right up ahead, you can look and you can see Shaniko right up there in the distance. We're almost there. Another 3 or 4 miles. And if you look out around here, as we get closer to the town, you'll notice we see like little homesteads, old homesteads out here. Like little cabins and little barns and things like that are really super old.
Yeah. Well, that's what we're after, man.
We're there.
I also want to see the old stuff that's like actually abandoned, nobody lives in it kind of stuff.
Oh, we'll see that.
What are the other towns on the list here that we got?
Oh heck, I don't know. We got Antelope and something else. Grizzly.
Ashford, I think was one of them.
Yeah.
I got a question here.
Okay, I got an answer. It may not be the one you're looking for, but
Okay. Every once in a while, you'll see this wooden box connected up with a fence, and it looks like it's full of firewood. Do you know what those are?
yes, as a matter of fact, I do. What those are boxes full of rocks.
Boxes for rocks?
They're boxes full of rocks. What they are is they're to hold the fence up, basically.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's just to hold the fence line so they can. Heck, I don't know. Okay, well, we're entering Shaniko as we speak.
Population
25.
Wow. Okay, let's go to the map.
Here we are.
We are here in Shaniko. Not exactly sure where to go. We should probably pull over somewhere and just start checking stuff out.
Well, let's see if we can find. There's a general store right there. Let's just stop right there. Oh, that's the Yankee Trader. Oh, that is just disgusting.
Oh, that's not a parking lot.
No. Okay, turn around and go back down to. Hey, how you doing? Turn around and go back down to the other place down there.
Okay.
There's a little store right over there.
Wow.
So, there's a sign right there that says, "Take a journey through time."
Yeah, no kidding.
Oh, Ghosts from the Past. Look, check that out. Antiques Collectible Mall. Turn here.
Sorry, what was that?
Turn here. Turn here.
Okay. Dude, check it out. It's like the friggin' Ectomobile.
Oh, dude, we need that. Oh, yes. Here, just right there next to that van.
Oh, this van. Plenty of parking.
Oh, yeah. Oh, there's the chapel right over there.
We're there. Okay, folks. We're gonna go out and about and start showing you some sights.
We are in Shaniko.
We're in Shaniko.
And look at this boardwalk here. Isn't this just awesome?
It is sweet.
Looks like it's original. And well, boards have been replaced. There's screws in it instead of nails.
The gift shop there.
Had to take it off because people would throw candy and popcorn at the spring. It would be a huge mess, but everyone hated it. Hated that.
This is the hotel. I was thinking it was
Cool.
more further.
Check this out.
Sweet.
Check this out.
Whoa.
It's an old checker table. Man, those are made out of deer horns.
There?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
See, it's made out.
Oh, wow. Wow.
Look, but please don't touch. So what do? We touch it. Play with it.
No switchboard, Sir Shaniko, Oregon. Started 1907, removed 1946. Wow. What you got?
Well, I know.
Oh,
I know.
wow.
Now on the back of this.
That's what we need.
We've got this other one, we got the big, little jar deal, same as this here. But we've never been able
Yeah,
to find
I'm just saying that is, I have trouble with it.
Pretty in-depth book there.
I mean, well, you could have said
Yes.
initial.
I don't know.
Well, we have a JS.
Sumter, Granite, Whitney, Galena, Susanville. Oh, I'm just in awe. This is just totally awesome. Look at the Oh, wagons here.
Sweet.
Oh, you can walk down through them. Cool.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah.
Extreme fire danger. No kidding. Around here? Yeah.
Yeah, no kidding. Can you imagine sitting up on one of these things and hauling your stuff into town?
Wouldn't be the most comfortable ride.
No. Wow, look at that. Yeah, people just used to use that to step up and get in, and Shaniko, Oregon.
Yeah. Yeah, back when they still had 3 letters in Oregon.
Yeah.
This is incredible, man. Check out these couple ones here. That one's got a roof thing on it.
Yeah. Now here's your classic wagon train here.
Dude, was this like a fire wagon or something? Look
Yeah,
at that.
that's kind of what I'm thinking this is. It's an old fire wagon.
Sweet.
There's your old dry goods delivery wagon there.
Yeah.
And then this here was what they came across the Oregon Trail in. Right here.
Yeah.
Can you imagine that? This is also like a delivery wagon they used to deliver stuff all around the state in.
Yeah.
Yeah, they used to cover it with this old cloth right here.
Oh yeah. Huh.
Can you imagine sitting on something like that? And
Man. For as long as they made trips.
yeah. Yep, your classic wagon train, wheel train, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
And right here. Right here's where they sat.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, this is more of like your. Back then, this was kind of like what I do. You know, driving the 18-wheeler.
Yeah.
You know, this was it here.
This was it.
This was your classic delivery. You know, wagon. Really awesome.
Yeah. Check out this fire truck, dude. It's not as old, obviously, but it's still old.
Yeah, that's
Paulie'd like to see this.
1920s. Wow.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Champion fire pump.
Wow. Oh, look at the old tractors over here.
Oh wow. Well, we got lots to look at here.
Look at the old running boards on this. They're all wood.
Yeah. Yeah. The hose still in there.
Back in the 1920s, boy, this was the cream of the crop.
Yeah.
This signified that you were upper class and moved up from the old wagon train.
Yeah.
Wow. Oh, wow, it does open.
Sweet. Did I see a bag of Doritos in there?
Yeah, you see a bag of Doritos in there. There it is, your classic.
What the heck is up with that? Didn't think they had Doritos back then. That's awesome, man.
It is a time traveling truck.
That's awesome.
Over here, I want to go look at these classic
Got the
cars.
livery barn there.
Yeah, well, inside there is they have a whole bunch of classic cars and things like that.
Yeah.
My granddad back in North Dakota had a tractor that looked just like that. What is that? A McCormick Deere?
McCormick, yeah.
Was that like your original John Deere or something?
I don't know.
No, I doubt it. McCormick Deering. Look at that. Under 10,000 pound, under 10,000 gross.
You think? Wow.
Wow.
That's amazing. Look at that, man. The insides of the doors are wood.
Uh-huh. Imagine driving that bad boy to town. Shaniko Livery Barn. 1900, Shaniko Historic. This property has been placed on the National Historic Registry. Wow. Oh my. I can't wait to go in here. Let's check it out. Oh man, look at that 1925 Dodge pickup. Right on.
Oh yeah.
You know that last ran in 1957.
Yeah, no kidding.
No, actually 1963.
Yeah.
Oh wow, look at that 1931 Chrysler Imperial, dude.
Oh, this is awesome. There's one for Holly. She loves old fire
Look at the old
trucks.
Chevy here.
Yeah, no kidding.
1919 Studebaker. What's this? Wow.
Stay off. It's old.
Doors don't open. Oh wow. That's just neat.
Well, they had a little convertible thing in there too.
Yeah, see this here?
Yeah.
Come up and close. You can have it down so you can get some air.
Wow.
Hey, didn't this used to belong to Doc Baker on Little House on the Prairie? I'm sure it did, man.
No kidding. No kidding.
Can you imagine cruising around in one of those? Wouldn't that just be so awesome? God,
Yeah, it
look at
would.
this, the old stagecoach.
Oh, wow.
Shaniko's?
Old Shaniko, Oregon.
Oh, man.
I believe this is the first time I have ever seen a stagecoach. An honest-to-God stagecoach.
Oh, man. Can you imagine riding cross country? Look at that, man. No padding in them seats. Oh, my God. Talk about back injuries. Now, what is that? Look at that.
Whoa.
Dude, there's my car. Right there. Right there. I don't know what it is, but it's awesome.
Whoa. This is incredible.
Dude, are you into Chrysler LeBarons? There is your classic Chrysler LeBaron right there.
Whoa. No kidding.
57 Chevy. Oh, man. Oh. Dude, man, there's so much money sitting in here.
Oh, yeah.
Remember back in the old Wild West movies, you seen the stagecoach leave town, the kids running after it, and they jump and sit on the back?
Yeah.
Right there.
Yep, right there. And this thing's got the engine block sitting out there.
Yep, your classic four-cylinder.
Yeah. No kidding.
Look at the whole frame on it is wood.
Yeah. It's like, how
Come on, Granny, let's go to town.
can
Yep.
something like that hold an engine? That's what gets me.
Couldn't have went very fast.
No.
Man, this is just, this right here is just absolutely incredible, the stagecoach.
Yeah.
Dude, check this out. You could sit up here and still have room for storage down in here.
Yeah.
Let's see if I can get a picture of this.
Yeah, take some pictures, man. Please. This one here, it looks like they may take out once in a while. It's got one of those historic vehicle license plates on it. So it looks like they may take this one out once in a while. Look at that. They got the trunk, the little trunk box on the back of it. What was it? Oh yeah, 31 Chrysler Imperial. That was incredible. Yeah, these folks were out road tripping it.
Yeah.
Car broke down, it's been here ever since. The Shaniko Sage. Oh wow, so this looks like the Maybe where they did the newspaper or something?
Canyon City, they discovered gold. I'll be damned. The heck is this?
Looks like a giant typewriter.
Huh?
Huh. Maybe not. Well, it's got a typewriter on
Yeah,
it.
and an adding machine. August, yeah, you can put in the that's electric. I'll be danged.
Huh.
Look at check out the old piano.
Huh. It works.
See, now this here is your classic old time piano, because listen to the sound.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Halloween theme.
Yes.
Some actual photographs there of the area.
Oh, this is the old. Yeah. Hey, Todd.
Yeah,
This was the old newspaper printing room.
that's what it looks
Yeah,
like.
the Shaniko Sage.
Oh, okay. That's what that meant. Because I saw Shaniko Sage, but wasn't sure what it meant.
Yeah. Oh, look at that. A little paddy wagon.
Right on.
Hmm? Now check that out.
Oh, yeah.
You want to get in?
Look at the bars on these things.
Yeah, this has been
Plastic.
redone.
Yeah. At least these bars are plastic. Yeah.
Shoot out at the Shaniko Corral. Down there.
Oh, yeah?
Shaniko Corral. That's neat. This used to be the old school,
Yep, the original.
The original? How long have you lived here?
I've been here off and on for the last 10 years.
10 years? Is there anybody around town that's lived here all their lives?
Goldie Roberts at the ice cream parlor has been probably the longest. Her mom used to live here, then she was here.
Is this bottled right here?
Bottled in, well actually the guy that has the bottling company is in Vancouver.
Vancouver. Thank you.
Yeah, I'd ask Goldie or Richard Roberts, the two that own the ice cream parlor. They agree.
Imagine they had quite a few fights in here, huh?
Oh, I bet. My husband and I were just talking about, I wonder what's underneath the floor.
No kidding.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be? Oh man, give me a crowbar.
I'm actually very tempted. It's like, what could be under this floor? There's gotta be some stuff under there.
Hey, dude. Go over there and stay down. I gotta get your picture.
Huh. Oh,
Right there. Stand right there.
okay.
This is your classic old Western school. A little bigger than most old West schools, but
Yeah.
it's got just such a distinctive.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you can't mistake that
No, and it is just
that
so
architecture.
awesome. And look at right here, you had the old outhouse. Where,
Is that what that is?
Yeah, that's what that is. They didn't have indoor plumbing.
Well,
back
I
then, but-
realize that. I just wouldn't have I wouldn't have identified that as being an outhouse. Usually,
sure.
an outhouse is like a freestanding
Yeah.
deal there. And well, I'm gonna at least go up and take a closer look
Yeah.
here.
Yeah. I wish we could go inside.
Yeah.
I wonder if that's really what that is. I've got to go look.
Yeah, they got it locked up. Maybe maybe we can see through a window or something and see.
Just got to look. Oh, dude.
What the?
my God, where's my camera when I need it? I thought that was an old outhouse, but it's not. It goes down into the cellar in the school. Think of all the neat things we could find down there.
No kidding.
Wow.
I mean, they obviously keep it locked, but there's no lock on there.
Let's walk around the back and see what's there.
Yeah. Yeah, if there's any chance we can see inside somewhere. Well, there's not much between the ground and the foundation here. Look at that.
No.
You can see right through it there.
No, it
This
looks
is
like
the ugly side of the school.
Yeah. Well, it looks like they keep everything well boarded up in here,
Yeah.
so you can't get in. What a shame.
Yeah. I'd love to see the inside of that place.
No kidding. Just think, you know, back in the late early 1900s, you know, there was kids out here playing and,
Yeah.
you know.
Okay, folks. Looks like that's gonna do it for this episode. There's one thing I've learned is that in this part of Oregon, there's absolutely no other interesting ghost towns to look at other than Shaniko.
Right. We've been to several others today, and
There's just nothing worth seeing.
well, I mean, there were seen, but just not worth doing a show about.
Not worth videotaping. That's for
Shaniko
sure.
is amazing enough.
Yeah, very cool place. I would highly recommend visiting it.
Right.
Now, in other parts of the state, there are other ghost towns interesting to look at.
Yeah, I'm not sure where though.
But as far as this part, not so much here or here,
There,
but right through
there.
this region. We
Right.
get them lodged right. But yeah, Shaniko is definitely the one around here.
Yeah.
So actually, that's going to end up doing it for this episode. But that's okay because we got quite a bit.
Yeah, we got quite a bit.
Lots of interesting things to look at,
Yeah.
and the people were great. I can't believe how friendly the people were.
Oh, all of them are friendly. Their businesses depend on it.
Yeah, but
So-
it's like that old-fashioned, you know, everybody knows everybody kind of thing.
Right.
But when you got a population of 27, you know, it's kind of you
Yeah,
kind of tend to know everybody.
The mayor, the police chief, and the judge are all the same person.
Right.
If you get in trouble in that town, you're pretty much screwed.
Yeah, because
So
everybody's gonna
The
know.
person that catches you is going to be the person that tries you. And,
Right.
you're pretty much screwed.
Yeah, you can't get away with nothing in that town.
No, but it's a great place.
Yeah,
All the
definitely worth
people are
visiting.
friendly, and you know, it's just a great place to visit.
Great place to go. But that's gonna do it for this edition of Road Trips. We hope you enjoyed your tour, and well, we hope you all come back soon.
Yeah.
So for Road Trips, I'm Todd Hilton,
I'm Kevin Thornton.
and we'll see you next time for the next edition of Nowhere Videos Road Trips. Hi, I'm Todd Hilton, producer of Nowhere Videos Road Trips. I want to thank everyone out there for watching our third season. I hope everybody's enjoying the show. And right now I want to take this time to promote something that we've been doing in the show. If you folks have been watching, we've kind of had this kick on ghost towns. And if you've been watching the season, you've already seen our trip to Berlin, Nevada, which was absolutely fascinating. It was a very fun trip. I really enjoyed that one. And you just got done watching our trip to Shaniko, which is kind of one step above Ghost Town. It's still inhabited and actually a very interesting place to see. The people are great there. I want to take this time to promote a couple of things here. A great resource if you folks want to take your own trips and do your own exploring. Log on to a website called ghosttowns.com. On there you can find all kinds of information on other Oregon ghost towns and other places throughout the West, particularly Oregon, Washington, California, Nevada. They've all got ghost towns. Actually, probably some of the more interesting ones are actually down in Nevada. And down there, I think the places stay a little more preserved just because it's dry down there. One thing I would recommend, in addition to ghosttowns.com, pick up a copy of this book called Nevada Ghost Town Trails. This book is excellent. You will find all kinds of information on ghost towns in Nevada. It gives you some kind of rough maps on how to get there, because a lot of these places you will not find on a regular road map. Unless you happen to have a map that's, say, 30 years old or more, which is not real common. But there are a lot of places like this that are just really interesting to see. Makes a great day trip. You can go to the actual ghost towns, and like in Berlin, it was fascinating, but it was kind of eerie at the same time, being just out in the middle of nowhere. Or you can go the flip side and enjoy some of the smaller towns. We're lucky in Oregon to have a rich history where we have a lot of these smaller towns, and a lot of them are still inhabited, and so they make a great place to visit. To give you folks an example here, we'll take a look at some shots from ghosttowns.com. On the website, you'll find maps of each state. For Oregon, you'll see it split up by county. Just click on the county you want to take a look at, and it'll show you what ghost towns are in that county. For example, Baker County over in eastern Oregon. This is actually one that Kevin and I have checked out. And one of the more interesting towns over in that direction is a little town called Whitney. This is an actual ghost town, and you'll see buildings like this, many of them in fair to poor condition. These are some of the better buildings. However, there's other ones like this which are almost completely fallen down. Whitney's actually pretty good size for a ghost town. It's got a lot of buildings still left. As you can see, beautiful landscape. This is a great place to take a day trip. Great place to explore. Other buildings such as this, houses, residences. As Kevin and I left Shaniko, we actually drove through several other towns in search of other ghost towns. This is one of the ones we went through. This is Antelope. We didn't actually videotape here. There wasn't a whole lot in Antelope, so we didn't end up stopping to videotape. But there are some buildings to look at. There's another one here. And also ones like this. Some of them actually in pretty good shape. Moving on, in other counties such as Sherman County in, I guess you'd call it, north central Oregon, there's actually a lot of interesting towns, both ghost towns and small towns, which are definitely worth checking out. Grass Valley is an interesting town. This is not a ghost town, but a small town with lots of interesting things to look at. But moving on, actually in the same area, you'll find a small town, ghost town called Kent. Not a whole lot left there. Here's one of the only standing buildings. This is a gas station which was shut down quite a long time ago. You'll see the old gas pumps still in the front of the building. Pretty interesting. Moving on, like say you go to Wasco County, also in north central Oregon. There's actually a few ghost towns in that county. Starting from the Dalles, you work your way south to Boyd. Dufur is a small town. that you go through. Maupin is another very interesting small town to check out, famous for whitewater rafting. And also Shaniko is in this county, and as is Antelope. There's a couple other ghost towns in there, Friend and Ortley. Some other ghost towns here. These are ones that I have yet to see, but I've found pictures of them on ghosttowns.com. This is one of the buildings. I believe this is it used to be a community house. This is in the town of Richmond, Oregon, which is another ghost town. This is a church actually on private property, which was also part of Richmond. This is not uncommon for you to see things like this over in that area, where a lot of these old buildings, part of ghost towns, are actually on people's private property. Unfortunately, a lot of these you are not able to get to. You can only see from distant country roads, but still very interesting to look at. In some additional footage here, you see here's a house that is located on private property. This is actually shot shortly after our trip to Shaniko. This house is probably, I'd say 3/4 of a mile to a mile away, and we could see it down on somebody's property, but of course we couldn't get to it. But these kinds of places are literally scattered all over the state of Oregon, and there's a few of these that you can't get to, but there are other ones, such as the photographs that I showed you there, that are easily accessible if you want to take the time to drive. Definitely worth the trip. And with that, I hope you folks enjoyed our trip to Shaniko, and stay tuned for more exciting and fun episodes of Nowhere Videos Road Trips. Thanks for watching. For exclusive access to see where we're going next in Season 3, check us out online, nowherevideo.tripod.com.